Alrighty, fanboys and fangirls, on today's episode of Technoid, we've got some information on the new iPhone 14 Pro Max lineup. Now we have an official look, not an exact official look, but usually the official look that gives us the best indication of what it will realistically look like when it launches. And we finally get our first look at the reported 14 Max that will be replacing the Mini. I'll talk all about the 3D models. Also on today's episode, we have a new image of the Pixel Watch Surface based on a report. And lastly, to round off this video, we will also discuss some extra news out there in the tech world that you'll just have to watch till the end of the video. Not going to tell you what it is, so make sure you watch to the end. All of that on today's episode, so don't go anywhere. Turn the dial up to 4K, maybe 1440p, because Technoid starts right now. Man, every time I do a video, I always look at my hair in the reflection and I notice I always have a bad hair day. So starting next episode, I promise I will clean up my hair and make myself look a little bit more presentable. But anyway, guys, the first story up, main story of the day, the iPhone 14 lineup. Now, a few days ago, well, not even a few days ago, actually maybe like a week and a half ago, I would say realistically, I talked about the CAT scans that were released of the new iPhone 14 lineup, which showed off the front of the phone, which gave us our best indication of what it's going to look like. And for a while, a lot of people have been running with those images, but something that I didn't take into consideration is that while they are very close, they may not be exactly what they seem, because usually down the line things can change. And also, being that this was a CAT scan not made by Apple or any other source, this is actually coming from case manufacturers, you do know obviously things are going to change. And that was all present when we have now seen a official image, at least when I say official. At least that means realistically what it is supposedly going to be like. So I just wanted to clarify that, get that out of the way before I start getting hit in the comments. Oh, it's not official. What I meant to say was, we now see the 3D models that come out by the case manufacturers that they use for the dummy cases to be released. And generally, 95% of the time, there has been that one time where it was 5% off, but 95% of the time, they are close to accurate of what the phone is gonna look like. And this time is no different, because here we have all four models. Now, as usual, we see our typical iPhone lineup, but with one big change that is our first official look, which I will talk about in just a second. But looking at the 14 Pro and Pro Max, they are essentially the same phone that we've seen for a while, but of course we know that the magic is on the front of the phone with the punch hole and pill shape, which I swear to God, I do not know how Apple decided to manage to do that. But regardless, it's definitely better than the notch. Can't keep saying that though. But realistically, we do see it has a bigger lens in the back, as that is something that we have seen with all the models, that they are increasing the sensors. And of course, looking at the iPhone 14, the standard, it will retain the dual camera setup and will have a slightly bigger lens as well. But the main one that I'm pretty sure you all have seen by now is our first look at the iPhone 14 Max. Now, this thing is where it gets interesting, because now we can see that Apple is finally going to go all in on a bigger phone and ditch the Mini. Now, there have been a lot of complaints and backlash for Apple reportedly killing the Mini phone, and my response to that is simple. If you cared as much as you complained, you should have bought it. Because 90%, I'd say 90% of the people that are complaining that the Mini being gone is lost are 90% of the people that didn't buy it. And the proof is in the pudding. The sales, margin, contributions all show that the iPhone 12 and 13 minis, even though they were slightly better from one than the other, they still did not hit the milestone that Apple wanted. And to all these people complaining and all these people arguing that, oh, it's a crime, well then maybe you should have bought it. But at the same breath, Apple kind of shot themselves in the foot, because when they first released the 12 mini, they kind of alienated sales because it just wasn't that great of a device from the start. It had not so good battery life, it had an iffy performance in terms of the mini phone, but also because it introduced 5G, it killed the battery. The biggest problem was the battery, and also it just seemed that not many people really wanted a mini phone. Sure, they did fix a lot of that with the 13 mini, which I think is the best mini phone that they had, but again, sales were not there. So you can't get mad at Apple discontinuing something that you want if you didn't go out and get it. If you really cared as much as you claimed, you should have that phone in your possession because you have every right to complain if you bought it. But if you didn't buy it, but you're just saying, oh, well, they should have priced it A, B, and C, it doesn't work like that. You can't complain about something that you don't have. If you own it, and again, this maybe sounds like a stupid philosophy for most people, and it's probably gonna get a lot of hate on this, but this is my idea. If you wanted it so bad, you drop the money. That's it. If you really cared that much. So seeing them go to a new, bigger phone, showing that more people are buying the bigger models, makes more sense in terms of sale. And to anybody that's pissed off and upset, hey, listen, if you cared this much, go out and get it. Prove Apple wrong. That's my thing. So that's the iPhone 14 lineup. That's the Pro, Pro Max, the 14 and 14 Max. Let me know your thoughts down below. And to everybody coming at me, probably if I hurt your feelings about the Mini, I don't really care. So let's move on. Alrighty, story number 2, let's talk about that Pixel Watch. Now, yesterday's video, I talked about the Pixel Watch, how everything was falling into place. And just as I had finished wrapping up that story, we then get a huge update from Evan Blah. Yeah, that's all I call him now, Evan Blah. But anyway, he releases a first-of-a-kind render from a source that has shown him an official, yes, not a concept image, not a rendered image, an official image at the Pixel Watch. Now, essentially, I'm not going to really waste much time on this one because it's basically what we've already seen, but now we're just kind of seeing it in person. And it looks pretty good, can't lie. I like the symmetrical design, I like that the digital crown is nice, and honestly, it's a, you know, for all intents and purposes, I'm just gonna say it, I think Android watches look better than Apple watches. I'm sorry, I don't care how great Apple can make the bezel, I don't care how well it can be lit, I don't care about all that. Design-wise, I am a round guy. I like circles. That's how I like my watches. Square, I'm just not digging it. But regardless of that, the Pixel Watch is on its way. Let me hear your thoughts down below. And last story, the final story, we have an update on Samsung, but this time not on a device, but on a particular market share that they are actually starting to get very positive in. According to several reports and Samsung themselves, they have reached a huge milestone in their smart monitor upgrades. Now, I made a joking TikTok that triggered a lot of fanboys, but you know, when are you ever gonna not trigger them? Look at this video, for example. But I basically joked around about the M8 display, saying that it was basically a Studio Display or a Studio Display XDR look-alike. But I did say it was a better display because it had a great amount of technology in it, and it had some things that the Studio Display doesn't have for a fraction of the cost. And it looks like Samsung's whole smart monitor division is picking up because they reported 1 million sales of smart monitors. Now, basically, the smart monitor market area of this is basically that they power their software with Tizen, which honestly, I feel like they should have just gone all in with Tizen when they had the chance, but that's a what-if scenario. And the great thing about this is that it now reinforces that Samsung is a legitimate player in the monitor department. Now, we of course have seen a lot of people. We have seen a lot of people talk about monitors. We know Apple's in the game. We know Samsung is now becoming a key player. We have HP, Dell, Alienware, Razer, gaming monitors. We have so many monitors out there. So to see that Samsung took an initiative to make a smart monitor where you can turn it into like a smart TV-like experience and then combine some great technology with their panels with HDR10+, 4K, and also putting in a great size screen ratio, it honestly hits all the nails, and there's a reason why they're doing well. So honestly, congratulations, Samsung, and you got me tempted to check out the M8 display. For all the jokes that I've made, it actually looks kind of tempting, so comment down below if you want me to review it. I'll let you guys decide. And that's for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, you can hit the dislike button to help circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Take care, stay safe, have a good day, and peace.